we don't
No
talk.
touches around for, but that AJ one, I won't talk about put.
I
But
know
yeah, the Chisora,
more touch around first, more touch around first. Go to the IG on because Morrison still has we go. You go see like talk. How does Chisora win this fight?
how dogfight. He has to fight. He has to fight the best way he knows. Hopefully, Buddy McGill has been able to refine his style. But like Buddy said himself, you can't be teaching an old dog like this new tricks. This is the way he fights. So you just got to show him a couple of things to improve his style. And actually, his style is the best way to beat Parker. It's difficult to beat Parker in range from outside. Because Parker's got good reach, he's got good jab, and he can move. He's got fast hands, fast enough hands. Like all of those attributes, he's better than Chisora. That's the reality. So the way Chisora's got to win this fight is a dog fight, and that's what he's good at. So
Chisora
he's got a chance.
needs to fight, needs to make it uncomfortable for Parker to win this fight.
1,000%.
Yeah, but what do you think? What are you doing, bro? Like, are you? What did they do?
I did the put meat inside pot.
Oh, okay. What do you think Parker has been working on with Andy Lee?
I mean, that's difficult to say because, it's difficult to say, innit? Because the way Parker's gonna fight Chisora is how Parker fights, or the way that I see it. It's not gonna try and go in there and try and brawl with Chisora. Like, I don't think that's smart. He's not as strong as Chisora. I mean, Chisora will bully him if he tries to fight that fight. So I don't know what he's been working with Andy Lee. It's difficult to say. Obviously, Andy Lee is gonna be trying to make Parker better. But if you're asking whether they've been working on doing fire for fire with, I don't think so. At some point he's gonna have to. At some point he's gonna have to exchange. He's gonna have to make Chisora realize that you can't just keep coming forward. Do you know what I'm saying? So there's gonna be pockets where he's gonna have to exchange, obviously, because he's not Usyk. He can't move around like Usyk did for 12 rounds without really having to engage. Like Chisora is gonna catch up with him at some point, and he's gonna have to engage. Do you know what I mean? So either way, there's gonna be pockets, but I don't see him, adopting a different strategy from his normal style.
Yeah, brother, that's true. Now, going to the Joshua one. Bob Arum, of course, you heard what Bob Arum say that Joshua's Fury is dead in the water. Okay. What do you make of Bob Arum's statement and rant? And I mean, that is a very, negative statement for sure. When I read it, I was like really. I just got discouraged in a way. Yeah, I'm not really hopeful in a way. Like, I'm not hopeful.
If you remember when I told you guys that, I can't remember when it was. When I told you guys that. After Bob Arum came out and said that thing about ESPN and this, I said something that was similar. I said this doesn't. I said as much as I believe in Eddie's my guy. I was like, I'm not confident this fight is gonna happen. But it's very strange because Bob Arum was come and said even more, and now he's saying the fight's not gonna happen. But I've heard Eddie speak a lot, and he said, "Do you know what I'm saying? Don't ever doubt me." And you know what? So far, he's given me enough confidence to not doubt him.
Bro, listen. I don't want to always interrupt, but haven't you seen what Deontay Wilder's girlfriend said? Haven't you seen her statement?
Yeah, I've heard.
Didn't you see a picture of Fury and Bob Arum in a private jet? Where do you think they went to?
Going tonight. They said.
Yeah, so that, listen, it's not just about Eddie Hearn is serious about the fight. He wants to make it happen. He's been we know, but Deontay Wilder still has the upper hand in this case, bro. This is what I'm talking about.
Possibly, but the reality is, those guys have signed contracts, right?
Yeah, they
Like
signed a contract for
deal,
sure.
the deal has been signed. The deal has been signed. So this
Yeah.
is not about whether Tyson Fury signed the deal. So that deal's been signed. So that's not the problem. That, oh, Tyson Fury actually legally cannot sign a deal because of the Deontay. That's not the case. The deal's been signed. Do you know what I mean? So the case is how much butter is going on my bread.
So don't you think for the Deontay to let it slide, Fury will have to pay Fury?
Letting it slide.
Fury will have to pay him.
Of course,
And do you think
the
Deontay Wilder will settle for? Do you think Deontay Wilder will settle for 1 million?
Nah, not in the fucking. Not when I know the fucking next fee is 75 million coming your way, bro. What do you mean 1 million? Am I a dickhead? No, 1 million is not gonna cut it.
So how much do you think? How much do you think we settle for?
At the same time, you know what you need to appreciate, or what I believe at the same time is there's an arbitration. In the arbitration, there's going to be. I don't think it's just going to be a case of, because if Deontay Wilder had the legal backing in terms of the legal stance, legally, Tyson Fury would not be able to actually sign the contract. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying there's no legal ground. He has got legal ground, but I don't feel strong enough to hold Tyson Fury ransom in terms of you can't actually sign another contract because he has, right? So I think in the arbitration, that's where they're going to come up with what is a fair enough figure for damages. And whatever the arbitration comes up with, I think it's what Tyson's going to have to pay. So I don't think
he's going to definitely be above.
It's going to be more than
above 1 million, right?
It's going to be more than 5 mil. I reckon.
5 million.
I reckon it's going to be more. It's going to be, yeah. I reckon.
Wow, 5 million for not fighting. That's big money, man.
That's big. Are you joking?
Deontay, what about even demand for 50 million? You never know.
5 million for twerking, cousin. You're dumb. That's nice.
Anyway, let's let our brother Marcus Morrissey come in. Marcus Morrissey, have fun now.
My people, I'm cool, man.
Alpha, what did the software side?
Man, I your day, just that the rain, just the shower, yeah, everywhere your guy day.
Nah, you don't weather now.
Today is always Saturday, the cleaning day. I'm a little bit tired.
So, okay, what do you make of this Chisora Parker? I hear myself for background. You put that for last speaker.
Yeah, me, yeah.
Remove our last speaker.
Do you hear me now?
I did hear you before. Now you're not hear myself again. Good. What do you make of this? What do you make of Chisora Parker?
Me, I'm not going to hear like that again. Anyway,
put that for your now. Put that for your now.
Okay, I did hear now.
So put it for you now. You put it for your hand tonight. You're not grandpa with you.
They do something with my hands before. That make me drop.
Okay. You don't get earpiece.
And a Bluetooth, that one there inside room, which I just clean the passage.
Oh, that can't wait to do with your hand. You're supposed to keep that one secret now. You see with the.
Wow. Anyway, if you want, may I do if you enter. If you want, you know.
No problem.
Okay. Talk hand. Put that for your ear so that people go clear way. So, what do you make of Chisora Parker matter?
My brother, the issue here is very clear. You know, Chisora and Parker, they both are good fighters, but I believe Parker is much more dangerous because I remember when he fought with Andy Ruiz, and the fight was so tough, and also he also fought with Anthony Joshua. You see, that guy is another skilled guy. So Chisora has to put up all he has trained. You know, he has to time this guy, because that guy is another fast-handed guy. And it's always whenever he gets in, both inside and outside, is very good. Because when I remember past time when I watched his fight between him and Andy Ruiz, though according to the decision, he won. You understand? So the fight was very tough, and I love the way he handled Ruiz. He's the only one apart from Joshua that has fought with Ruiz the way I really like. That guy doesn't give a damn. You understand me? Both inside, outside, is very conscious. So anyway you come in, so Chisora has to put up all his best. He has to put up all his best, gather everything, all his weapon, both inside and outside. And he has to be careful too, because that guy is so dangerous. You understand? He's another very dangerous guy, Joseph Parker. I love his fight. Even when he fought with our brother Joshua, you can only see the team wasn't a knockout. It was also always it was by decision. You understand? Joshua took his bet back. So what Chisora has to do, according to our brother Ibrahim, that has really spoken well for today, he has to put up all his best, and he has to be timeful, and he has to take him round too, because that guy is so good on feet. Body head movement is still very good. So Chisora doesn't need to be slow. He has to be very fast with him. And when he sees that Joseph Parker is going too fast, he has to bring him down, bring him low. Because when you watch Anthony Joshua between Joseph Parker, whenever he wants to go fast, Anthony Joshua bring him down, bring him low. Whenever he's slow, Anthony Joshua go fast. So that is the only way Chisora can get him down. Apart from that, I don't think there will be any other way. And I wish him good luck.
Well, me, I support Chisora to win, though.
Whoa! Are you not watching this?
What happened?
Tennyson. Oh my God! You are not watching it? Wow!
What happened?
Tennyson just got knocked the fuck out. Man.
Wow! But I'm Mexican guy. Oh, what?
Another upset, mate. Oh my
Whoa,
God.
Mexicans are crazy, man. Mexicans are.
You guys are not playing games, bro.
Let me look at it. Let me look at it right here, man. Let me check it out.
Whoa.
Yo, Woko. Let me see.
Bro. And the unstable are getting it, mate. What's going on?
So you see these people, they are very dangerous.
Dangerous.
You don't
Oh.
Very
Wow. Wow.
they are very smart. So you don't play with
Wow.
them. When you get in there,
Let me see what's happening.
That was impressive,
When he
bro.
wants to be too quick.
Fam,
you slow
he's
him
got
down.
the gas mask on, bro. I have to give man the gas real quick.
Tyson geht's immer noch nicht so richtig gut. Hat das probiert, nochmal zurückzukommen. Das schmeckt
Mexicans are something else. Anyway, continue with what you're talking, Morris. I beg.
So
We get Isioma for house. We get Adewale for house. So let's not keep them waiting.
yeah, that is for Chisora. He has to be very, very sensitive about Joseph Parker, because Joseph Parker is another good fighter. You understand? I always like his fight. Though I am still supporting Chisora. You understand? But we pray. You understand? For him to get him dug out. That's for that. So when you talk about Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury, what Bob Arum have said so far, this one is very clear. It's like a mirror. You don't need to look for a soothsayer to come and tell you what these people are, what they are up to. You get me? So you don't need to. They have been trying to dodge away from that fight, and I even like it. I even like it this way, because when you take your mind back, my brother, when you take your mind back, you will see that formerly it was a 2-fight deal between Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua to go for what was his name again? I've forgotten the last fight he fought before he went to camp to go and get prepared for Fury. Now, what's his name again?
Well, Pulev.
Yes, Pulev, Kubra Pulev. It was a 2-fight deal. You are going to go for the third fight between Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury. When you get past Deontay Wilder for the third time, then before then I will go for Pulev. Then when I go past Pulev, then the both of us will now come and meet for the undisputed. But now, you see what they are doing. You see the racism that they have been doing is still very clear, because they don't like blacks, and blacks are taking over, whether they like it or not.
What does race have to do with it's boxing politics, but it's not race.
Did you know why? Did you know why? Because it was a 2-fight deal. Then Tyson Fury was supposed to go for Deontay Wilder for the third fight. Then before they will not come, before he will not come and settle with Joshua. But they didn't do it that way. They wanted him. They were thinking maybe he can go get those bets from Joshua. But when they saw the seriousness of Joshua, it was not it was not a child's play. They said, when this guy called me,
Marcus Morris, you got Yusuf anyway. Oh, Yusuf, man, you funny, man.
this guy is very serious. This guy is very serious. This guy will take this thing from you. So for
my
let
God.
us slow him down. Let us slow him down and ask him to go for this. You understand? Then let Fury and go for one. And let me tell you this time around.
Woko.
It's grace and by the ancestors. You understand? Wilder is going to defeat Fury this time around if care is not taken. Believe you me. Believe you me, because
Thanks, brother. Thanks.
It's so harder. Did you know why we all left Wilder? Why the gods left him? Because Wilder went against Joshua when he lost to Andy Ruiz. Yeah, that was why the ancestors left him.
In the pastor.
Yo, Woko.
Man, I don't laugh my belly tire for here.
My brother said the gods left Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder, I mean the gods.
Olarotimi has to rewrite the gods are to be blamed.
He went to Africa and pleaded for the gods to please accept it. No, now I believe he's going to beat Tyson Fury. This fight between him and Tyson
What do you do? Anyway, thank you, brother. Thank you. I appreciate you. You funny. You funny. Said it goes. Anyway. Adewale coming, bro. Adewale.
Hey, thank you, my brother Marcos.
You hear that? He said he goes left one.
But you know the truth. Me personally, I think
the rest of you mute. Me Adewale.
I think truly Deontay offended God with a tweet that he put out before the second fight, where he said, "Tyson, not even God can save you this time around." I don't know if you guys ever came across that tweet.
I don't remember the tweet, but I know you're.
I saw the tweet and he repeated it. He repeated it face to face against Tyson Fury. But go on. I don't want to. It's not my turn to talk.
I'm such a big wild.
Ibrahim, let him talk.
See, I cropped that tweet. I sent it. I sent him a DM, showing him that tweet and telling him that, bro, please don't bring God into this. Please, my brother. That was like a week to the fight. And then on the fight night, everything went wrong. He lost badly. Now, back to 2021, April 30th, May 1st. Hey, by the way, today is my daughter's birthday. Happy birthday to her.
Oh, happy birthday to Adewale's daughter.
Happy birthday to your daughter.
What's her name?
Her name is Tiara Oluwa.
Happy birthday,
Tiara. Yeah, man.
Happy birthday,
Tiara.
What?
Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday, Tiara.
Yeah, man. Happy birthday to her, man. Tiara Loa. Hooray! So, Adewale, continue. Adewale, send me your paper. May I say something for her as birthday gift? Send me your paper.
Too much.
Won't finish. Don't worry.
I'll send that to you, bro.
No
Thanks
worry.
so much.
No worry, man.
Now, we are here 2021, May 1st. Joshua Fury is most likely not going to happen. Am I happy about that situation? Yes and no. Yes, because they are blatantly trying to cheat Deontay. Everybody pretends like, oh, nothing wrong. Just shut up. The contract expired. You let it expire. Shut up. We're moving on. And everybody supported it. You see, what the brother Marcos just said, oh, they hate black fighters. Bro, I agree with him. I agree
Bro,
with him.
it's not about race, bro. It's not about race. Why you guys always bringing race into it? It's not about race.
Brother, you might think it's not about race, but there is a lot to do with race in there. One of the reasons why Eddie Hearn's hatred for Deontay spiraled out of control is because Eddie was mad at the fact that Deontay wasn't listening to him. He wasn't able to control Deontay. He was like, oh, Deontay, come do this before you get a Joshua fight. Deontay said, no, I'm not. And then he riled up his fans to hate Deontay, and that just went out of control. And I was seeing black fans, all types of fans supporting that hatred against Deontay. I'm like, come on, man. You guys are just shooting yourselves in the foot. But anyways, we're back here. That fight is probably not going to happen. I'm unhappy because that is another blow to boxing. Because at the end of the day, an undisputed fight will be great for the sport of boxing. And boxing is taking too many losses these days for the undisputed fight to have been spoken about for so long and it not coming to fruition. Okay, that would give chances to more Jake Pauls, KSI, Logan Paul, Nate Brown, Chris Brown, DMX. Oh, God forgive me. RIP DMX. All types of musicians, rappers, basketball players getting into boxing, making more money than actual professional boxers. Retired fighters will be coming back. You're going to find out that George Foreman is going against Larry Holmes, 70-something-year-old man, and they're going to generate 1.5 million pay-per-views.
Are they fighting or what?
They're not fighting, bro, but anything can happen right now because the current professional fighters, they are not making the best fights happen. So people that are not professional fighters are getting into boxing because they have a built-up follower base on Twitter, on social media. Now they are generating 1.5 million sales pay-per-view, more than any one of these professional fighters is ever making. So it's a disgrace. That's why I'm unhappy that the undisputed fight is not happening. But like I said earlier, I'm happy because now it seems like a guy, Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder, till this day, will get a fair shot at the cheating Tyson Fury. And don't let anybody deceive you saying, oh, Tyson is afraid of Joshua. That's why that fight is not happening. No. Why should he be afraid of Joshua? They are both warriors. Tyson Fury is a warrior. If he goes in there and fights Joshua, he's going to make so much money. So there is no reason. He's incentivized already. He has every reason to want to take that fight. But the only reason why he's not able to take that fight is because he's currently in arbitration with Deontay. And now Ibrahim said something earlier. He said, oh, they signed a bunch of contracts. So if they didn't sign a contract, that means the arbitration process wouldn't hold any water. Something like that. But let me explain something to you. Bob Arum, if you believe these promoters, me, I don't believe any one of them. Bob Arum, Eddie Hearn, to me, they're all liars. And that's the job of a promoter. You're supposed to lie. Now, Bob Arum
I said the thing going out here, man. We're going to chuck them in there.
Okay, Ibrahim, Ibrahim, let him speak. Let him finish.
Bob Arum came out in an interview about a week ago saying that the contract that they received from Eddie Hearn's team was not legally binding. So that means they just drafted a piece of paper, made it look like a contract, and that's what Tyson Fury signed. So he didn't sign a legally binding contract. He signed a piece of tissue paper that should be thrown in the toilet and flushed because the paper has no value in this world. The most important thing, the most important thing is when the judge tells Tyson Fury, go ahead, fight Deontay Wilder because he has no legal recourse to this contract, then we should be excited about anything called undisputed. Also, Smith. Hello?
What happened? Hello?
Sorry about a call came into my phone there. Damn, man, I just lost my train of thought. So I was talking about the contract that Tyson Fury signed being a used piece of
You were saying after the judge comes out and says the arbitration's over, then we can be excited about undisputed.
Thank you. Bob Arum also came out a couple of days ago saying that, oh, we just came back. He was having an interview with Michelle Joy Phelps. Or was it Michelle Joy Phelps? One of those people. He said, oh, we just came back from the arbitration judge in Northern California. and the arbitration has turned into a negotiation with Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder till this day. So I don't understand why people are just trying to excite themselves about something that is not realistic. Bob Arum himself knows that if they choose to go ahead with the arbitration, they are most definitely going to lose. And when they lose, they are going to be either forced to fight Deontay again or pay him some ridiculous amount of money that Tyson Fury would either have to go back to start selling cocaine so he can raise that money, or he'll just have to do some nasty stuff, you know. So it's not, bro, that fight right now is dead in the water as it stands. Don't get excited about it. If you find those guys in a press conference talking that they've signed a contract, they have a date announced, then be excited about it. As for now, don't put your mind into it. Me, I'm wishing that my boy, Deontay the Bronze Bomber, gets a fair shot at the trilogy that Tyson Fury signed an agreement to in the second fight, prior to the second fight. That's what is supposed to happen. Oh, my bad. One more thing. Joseph Parker, Dereck Chisora. I'll tell you guys what, man. I honestly feel like Chisora's head is not in the right place going into this fight. Even though Chisora has about 10 losses already, he's not one of the top fighters in the division, but the guy is entertaining. I love Dereck Chisora. Plus, he's my African brother, okay? He's from Zimbabwe. So I love Chisora as a fighter, as a human being, but I don't think he has the ability to compete with the guys on the second tier level. I'm not even talking about the Wilder Joshua Furies. I'm talking about guys like Dillian White, Luis Ortiz. He can't even compete with those types of guys. He's a C-class fighter at the end of the day. But I love this brother. Don't think I hate him for any reason. I love him and I support him. Going into this Joseph Parker fight, he's going to get beat up. He's going to absolutely get demolished. He might even get knocked out, okay? The only reason why he didn't get knocked out against Alexander Usyk is because he was mentally ready. He was going to be like, you would either kill me or I knock you out. And Usyk did a great job. He ran away for 12 rounds because he has a good engine. He has good footwork. He was able to keep Chisora at bay and outboxed him throughout 12 rounds. But in the case of Joseph Parker, you're talking about a guy that is experienced at the championship level to an extent. He has a very decent game plan. Don't judge Parker based on the fight against that last guy that he fought from New Zealand.
Junior Fa.
Remember his name. Junior Fa. Don't judge him based on that performance. Junior Fa is like 6'5", 6'6", something like that. Junior Fa also was his best performance in his entire career. Dereck Chisora, on the other hand, this man is like 38 years old or something. He's definitely way past his prime. He's been knocked out so many times. He has a lot of miles on his engine. He's not the best of the fighters out there. Let's keep it real. So he's going to get beat up by Parker. Plus, he pulled out of the fight, and then he had to get convinced by his mom to get back into the fight. Nah, man, he's absolutely going to get washed by Parker.
Well, I will respond to that before we go to Isioma. The reason, listen, Joseph Parker, when was the last time he knocked someone out?
Oh, man, Parker, I would have to pull up his resume to see that.
When was the last time he knocked someone out?
Last year, he knocked someone out last year.
I'm talking about someone in Joseph Parker's.
I think he knocked Winters.
Winter, the same Winter that guy beat up.
Okay.
I'm talking about Chisora's level or above that. Someone in Chisora's level or above or Chisora's level. Well, you see.
Well, you know, Parker is not a knockout artist.
Parker, when Parker was young, okay, the young Parker that, like when he was more, he's still young now. It's crazy. We say when he was young, he's still young now. But when he was like 24 or so, the guy was a monster. Like his speed was like he really mean it. Ever since he got a taste of Joshua Payday, bro, Parker has not been the same. The Joshua Payday should have made him like, you know, more determined, more ready. Of course, he's a serious guy. He's a guy that trains a lot, but I don't think mentally he really wants it. I don't think Parker doesn't see himself as a conqueror. He doesn't see himself as a guy that's thinking of going there and doing damages and all those stuff. He doesn't see himself that way. You know, he's saying, he needs, he's looking for a title shot and all this stuff. He wants to become a champion again. Well. I don't know when that's gonna be, because when we look at the major sanctioning bodies right now, the IBF, Egovic and Michael Hunter, the winner of that fight will become mandatory. The WBO winner of Usyk, winner between Usyk and Joe Joyce is there. WBA, Borgadino, the winner of Borgadino is so funny. Borgadino, Borgadino and the Dubois are fighting for that spot. You see what I'm saying? So where's Joseph Parker gonna be? So I don't get it. Maybe I don't see him knocking Dereck Chisora out. He can do it, but only if he brings out the beast in him. There is a beast inside Joseph Parker. You know, there is a beast inside him, but that beast has not been unleashed for a long. That beast he's been holding back for a long time. He's been holding that beast back. So let's see if the beast comes out tonight. Let's see. If it's a big if. So
let's not forget Chisora is a beast himself. He's not the most skilled beast, but Chisora will stay in there till the death.
I know, but Chisora is not world level. Okay.
No, that's what I'm saying. Skill wise,
we're talking about Joseph Parker now. Joseph Parker is world level. Chisora is not world level. You know, he's a B fight. He's a B class fighter. You know.
Yeah, I can't really disagree.
It's not
with
one
that.
level.
But what I'm saying is, I give
A-class
Chisora a chance in this fight. I give Chisora a chance in this fight, absolutely. Because
I'm not saying I don't give him chance. I'm not saying I don't give him chance. I think I'm backing Chisora to win this fight. I'm backing him.
That's interesting.
Yes, I'm backing him to win this fight as an African myself. Okay, but I do know that Joseph Parker, if the beast is still there,
I don't know if I'll put money on it, but
it's gonna be an exciting fight. But this heavyweight division, you never know. Chisora is a madman guy. He's a madman. So madmen don't care. Listen, Chisora don't care what's coming back. He's ready for that.
That's what I'm saying. He's gonna be in there. So it's whether Parker's gonna match that. And if Parker doesn't match that, then he's got a fucking long night ahead of him. Do you know what I mean? That's the
who's got a better chin?
I don't know, mate. Chisora's got a chin. We know that. You know what I'm saying? Chisora's
got a chin.
Parker's got a chin as well. Yeah, Parker's got a chin as well.
Parker has only been dropped once, though.
I believe Parker has got a better chin anyway.
Yeah, he might do, especially with like the amount of hits that Chisora's taken over, because Chisora gets hit a lot. You know what I'm saying? So he might be softening up. So I think Parker you're probably right, Ishama, you're probably right.
Ishama, you call me now. Ishama, come in.
Oh, right.
Come in, bro. Yeah.
Oh, well, I can't believe that I'm still laughing over Marcus's contribution. I mean, Marcus, you are a natural class act comedian. I think you should consider doing something along that line, if you can hear me. Dereck, Chisora, Joseph Parker. Straight away, I'm giving the fight to Joseph Parker because I think Joseph Parker is a better boxer. I think he has better leg and head movement. Of course, Chisora doesn't even have any appreciable head movement, in my own opinion. It's just that he loves to fight in the pocket. He's an inside fighter. Before you know it, he's right inside of you and he's throwing a lot of haymakers. He's coming at you. He's throwing punches on your head, right? But a Joseph Parker who moves about a lot, a Joseph Parker who is very quick and agile on his feet, might give Chisora a lot of trouble to come inside of him. And we know that Chisora is sharp. His punches are focused. Yeah, Chisora might not really come to fight you for knockout, even though he's been telling everyone and he's been telling Chisora also, Parker does not really come to knock you out, but Parker has been promising that he's going to stop Chisora. And I think he might stop Chisora because I think that Chisora is on the descendancy already. Okay, he's on the descendancy. Yes, since after the Dillian White fight, I don't think Parker has really fought anyone top class. Okay, I don't think so. But this is Joseph Parker. And by the way, I think how do I qualify this now? You were referring to him taking the foot off the pedal after the fight with Joshua. And I think it's even after the fight again. Knockout until after Dillian White is Ruiz. Because since he fought Ruiz, he did not have any, and the persons he's been knocking out, you know, we don't know them. Not like we don't know them, but who are they really in the scheme of things? But I think that Parker wants to reignite who he used to be against Chisora. Don't forget this fight was supposed to happen sometime in 2019. Parker pulled out because he had a spider bite and all of that. But he's been saying that he wants to give Chisora a knockout to re-establish himself in the heavyweight division. So I see this fight either going the whole hog to round 12 and Parker taking it by unanimous decision. I mean, why am I saying this? If it goes to round 12, we know that Dereck will do what he normally does. He will show plenty of come forward attitude. You know, he will show durability, he will show courage and all of that. But then he will ultimately lose on points, as he always has ultimately lost on points by being outboxed and outlanded. So, I mean, I'm giving the fight to Parker, whether it goes 12 round or Chisora gets stopped before the 12th round. That's my call for this fight. Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury. The last time I did contribute on this undisputed fight, I did say that, yeah, it is the fight the world wants to see. All right. And I believe that eventually it will come to happen, whether it happens in 2021 or not. It eventually will come to happen if these two guys remain the heavyweight champions. Yeah. But I mean, I'm just heartbroken at the twists and the turns that are coming along with it. Yeah, there's that arbitration going on, but we do not know if the arbitration had a stay. What was that legal term now? There's a legal term for it, stay execution or something. We don't know if there is on it. We do not know the dynamics and the perspectives of the arbitration. We do not know if both parties are told they cannot take another fight until they've had the third fight. All right. We don't know what it is. We don't have that details. But I still repeat that for Tyson Fury's camp to have even signed at all, whether Arum says it has legal binding or not, it can be legally contracted on or not, for it to have even been discussed at some point, it does tell that there was a leeway, there was a window for another fight even before the third fight between Fury and Wilder. I do believe that before the Bob Arum corner went into talks on this undisputed, they must have consulted their lawyers. All right. So whatever is playing out in the back, it's left to them to keep playing out. I do know that they know that fate is calling, destiny is calling for this undisputed, except something happens along the line.
Thanks, brother. I really do appreciate it.